you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk.
Who'd you beat up?
I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward.
Who'd you beat up?
Okay, listen, you gotta listen carefully now.
I'm trying to listen.
Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny.
Who's Danny?
No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was?
Tell me.
I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien!
Danny was a space
I
alien?
know it sounded like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Alright, great. So we have quantum universes and space aliens.
I told him, oh yeah, well, I
Okay.
don't hear where on your feet.
Manuscript.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Ooh. Hermes.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the Sheriff's Department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh?
That reminds me.
No point
Do I
in
still
getting
have my
worked
gun?
up yet.
Nope. I've got no weapons. Okay.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Guess I gotta go this way. Ah. Hiya!
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat.
Uh-oh.
The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice.
Oh, the alien must be the shadow guy? That very well could be.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Why would they kidnap Alice? Exit the sheriff's station. Yeah, I kind of figured all the shooting is what he was doing. So, back into the station. Whoa!
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop,
That looks like the same
the word
desk
making dies.
that
Darkness will
Alice
reclaim
showed
it.
him. He said, look, I got you a
It's
typewriter.
a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
He's got to write the story. So, the TV just burned out. So the Alan Wake sitting at the typewriter is actually writing the story of this Alan Wake. He is the story. What do you want, Bet? Okay, so that's what I'm thinking is happening.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Oh, the
Did
doctor?
you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here.
Wait a minute.
My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Is he the doctor for the nut house?
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was
Wait a minute,
to
the
rent a
doctor's the one that
I don't
kidnapped
like
her?
it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not
I don't
good.
think so.
In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow, I was just
How does he
thinking
know
about
Rose?
you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Why isn't she at the diner?
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Skeleton of Columbia Mammoth. It has since become the park's official mascot. Don't know why we need to know that, but okay. Ooh, look, teddy bears. Ah, so this is a park? Skeleton. In due time.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice,
Do
and
you
everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
I never know if that's a cutscene or not. Hello, hello. Is there a thermos around here somewhere? I need a thermos. There's a thermos. I know I'm supposed to collect those. I just don't know how many there are. First aid. Nope, can't do anything. I think there's a cooldown on the 8-ball. I'm not sure. Give it a couple minutes. We're stuck. That guy.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You run cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here.
Oh, yeah, he was at the diner.
Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the
Seriously,
mammoth
Al, you
skeleton.
can't just go and meet a kidnapper.
I don't really
Those
listen to the
situations
form.
always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing, listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I think this is the form you
I
wanted.
gave it to the dog.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Just don't do it at night, right?
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from.
So
It's not
we're
like these
going to
people are on
have
schedule.
traps to watch out for.
Look, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was
She's still
bulletproof
talking.
until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms.
Yep. You'll end up in a padded room yet. Man, my playback is choppy as all get out, isn't it?
Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the
It's not like that on my
Damn it,
computer,
Barry's the
and it's
killer.
not like that on the XSplit.
This is not a
preview, so
goddamn debate.
Must be the internet.
I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay.
Why does he have to go at night?
I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Somebody's catching a cold.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Deliverance.
Oh, this
Ah.
is trying to kill me. I'll bet
Does
there's
anybody
mold
remember
here,
Deliverance?
Spores, poison
And what
ivy,
he's talking
God
about?
knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
15%? You need to get a new agent. I only got 7 batteries. Can I get some extra batteries around here? Oh, thermos. Ooh, batteries. There we go. Alright. 2 batteries. That was it? 2 batteries? Come on. Wait a minute. Leave the lights on, dude. Still looking for batteries. Over here. Do I have a weapon? Nope. No weapon. No.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al.
Well, look at that. That's kind of cool.
Al.
You could barely hear him, so the subtitles were ghosted out. Like, difficult to read as well as difficult to hear. That's kind of cool. Got over here. Checkpoint. Manuscript. Ooh, I can drive. Can I drive a car? Batteries, guns, ammo. Doggone it.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Great. Great. All right.
I knew I should have gone to the cops.
I only have 12
This wasn't
bullets.
the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called
Liz
me
isn't
right
watching.
from the sheriff's
I know,
station.
right?
The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had
She was
Alice.
supposed to be like my #1 fan. The heck is that?
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Oh, yeah.
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
The reason I'm taking the obscure route is because I'm looking for batteries and ammunition. Whoa, earthquake. What's that? Let's see if there's anything in here. This is all scary now. I'm getting scared. Haha! Scare anybody? Whoa. There's blood on the floor. Ammo? Give me some ammo. Nothing. TV work? What do we now? Is this a different episode or is it the same episode?
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of
You
civilization.
told her you were
But some
on.
crimes
She
are
ignored me.
impossible to punish.
Well, tell her again.
Night Springs.
Tell her we're watching a nice, scary movie. The Man in the Mirror. Ooh, I'm getting where I enjoy these. Bet we can't zoom in.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So,
You know, can you imagine when they made this game, they actually had to have live actors do these scenes for the game?
But why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? This thing's really flows, huh?
Assaulted repeatedly with a pair of bare fists.
Okay.
So they fought.
But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell. What
Don't do that.
No
I'm not
ID
going
on
to
him
play
either.
Rocket League.
That must be difficult.
What's
But then we
happening
ran
in the
fingerprints. Got a match.
cavern?
Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right?
What,
You
he was
think
in a
he's
fight
ever
with
gonna
himself?
be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
What?